I'm from the United States, and so far I've made almost $1 million, and I'm 15 years old.
How old were you when you started with me?
I started when I was 14.
How long had you been trying before that to make dropshipping work?
I tried for probably like 6 to 8 months, and I only made a few $1,000s. I tried everything. I tried like trading, door-to-door sales, YouTube shorts.
And you're saying you did door-to-door sales at 14?
Yeah, I did. I started at 12.
What ended up happening to the brand?
Across 2 stores, it was at 100K in MY. I've been running it for over a year now.
Just to clarify, this is not a supplement, right? Today, I'm interviewing the youngest student in my mentorship that hit his first $1 million in revenue. And the crazy part is he's only 14 years old. So today I'm gonna go ask him a lot of deep questions, what he thinks about it, why he chose dropshipping, and just diving deep into why he decided to just do dropshipping in general. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Today I'm here with one of my students. So if you just want to introduce yourself, then we can go from there.
All right, yeah, I'm from the United States, and so far I've made almost $1 million, and I'm 15 years old.
And how old were you when you started with me?
I started when I was 14.
How long had you been trying before that to make dropshipping work?
I tried for probably like 6 to 8 months with organic dropshipping, and I only made a few $1,000s. So once you taught me like ads, that's where I really started making more money.
Gotcha. And did you get a mentor before me, or was I your very first mentor to teach you?
Yeah, I hired one off of Fiverr, but he didn't really help me. He kind of just hurt my business more than he helped me.
What made you go to Fiverr to hire a mentor?
I don't know. I didn't really have much money, so I couldn't afford anything. So I was like $100 or $200 an hour is what he charged. So I was like, he must be good, but he wasn't really the best.
Interesting. That's actually the first time I've ever heard anybody go to Fiverr. I've never even thought about that myself. That's kind of funny.
I wouldn't recommend it.
A few $100s an hour, that seems a bit steep. I guess then you only pay for what you use, which in my opinion, I feel like that's just kind of counterintuitive, because at that point, I feel like there's no guarantee that you're going to make it, and he just has all the power to just make you come back every time, so he just makes more money. Well, that's interesting. I've never heard that, but yeah, that's good. So when did you join me to help you out? Do you remember?
Started like, I think April, or maybe a little before April.
And how long did it take you to find your very first winning product after you joined?
It took me probably about a month or two.
Right. And I remember we tested a few products that failed, and then we tested this one very simple product. I'm not going to say it. I don't know if you're still running the brand or not, but then we made it a recurring revenue, correct?
Yep.
And what ended up happening to the brand? Like, how much in recurring revenue did we get it to?
Yeah, so about 3 weeks ago was and then I had some ad account bans, which lowered it. So I hit to across 2 stores, because one of them I couldn't acquire new customers on, but across the 2 of them it was at 100K in MRR.
100K in MRR. Wow, that is impressive. Obviously, you were saying you had some ad account issues. Things came down, but you're still running that brand as of today still?
Yeah, so I've been running it for over a year now, and it's just all about the ads. People try and act like the products die out after a month or something, but if you keep refreshing it with new ads, really the products can last. As this one's lasted like 14 months, but I think it could last years, right? Especially with the MRR, it's really never going to die out, even if I stop running the ads.
Yeah, at the end of the day, products don't die because the problem always stays there, right? For products to just die out, that means you just got lazy and you didn't want to refresh their ad creative. So I 100% agree with you there. As of right now, what's your current MRR on the brand?
Sure, I don't know. I think it's like 85. But I don't know an exact number. It's such a pain now to find out, because I use Seal subscriptions and I like the app, but the bad part about it is that it shows you like by the currency they purchased in. So I have to go into like some AI and copy down the 20 different currencies or however many it is and just like paste it and say, what is all of this in USD? So it's kind of.
Okay. Well, you don't need to pull it up. That's fine. So
Okay. I'll just say like something about it being 85. I can just, with those ad account bans, it's gone down to 85, but it's going to go back up. And like, since it's been about a month, usually the first month is where you're going to have the biggest fall off of unsubscribes. And then it coasts a little bit slower from there.
Okay, that's awesome. What actually made you get into e-commerce? Like, why didn't you try trading or anything else?
I actually did try. I tried everything. I tried like trading, door-to-door sales, YouTube shorts, all that kind of stuff. But really, like, I didn't make money with most things. Like trading, I made a little bit of money, made a little bit door-to-door sales. But the thing that was able to be the highest leverage was actually selling these products because this is the thing where what's nice is that my time isn't really attached to what I'm making. Like with this MRR right here, I could go the next month and still make that 85K and I get to keep most of it. And I don't have to say, oh, well, I have to keep knocking doors to make money or any of this stuff. So it's just like kind of, that's what's really nice about drop shipping that I don't see in a lot of other types of niches.
Yeah, and you're saying you did door-to-door sales at 14?
Yeah, I did. I started at 12, so I did that way before drop shipping.
Okay, and any success on that, or like this person I'm hearing about?
A few $100. It wasn't like a physical product, but it was like I'll wash your windows for $50, So I would do that, and then and we're in Texas, so we have tumbleweeds. So it's like you get a bunch of these tumbleweeds that are a huge pain to clean up. So I'd say I'll clean up your tumbleweeds for $50, And then when I was like 12 years old, that was a lot. So
yeah, no kidding. $50 at 12 years old. That is quite a bit. Wow, that's actually interesting. I never heard that.
Yeah.
What made you get into MRR over just one-time purchases? Because I know you have tried one-time purchases. Like, what made you decide the MRR route?
So the thing about MRR and the reason why, like when I make a store, it's almost always a store that has some sort of a subscription product now, is because if you have a product that's a single time purchase, you're always kind of competing against what's the best ROAS you can get. So it's like you always have to stay above 1.3 or it's not profitable. For me, I can have days that, it depends on the cost of goods, but like it might be 1.2, 1.3, whatever it is. But for me, my break even is 1.21, and if it's 1.25 or if it's 0.9, I really don't care. I just keep it running because I know next month, no matter what it is, unless it's like 0.2 or something, in which case I just kill that. But no matter what it is, I'm going to make money off of it.
Right. Because I remember us having this conversation when you joined. We couldn't get anything to be profitable. So that's why we ended up switching to this route. And well, that's the only product we test. And just to clarify, this is not a supplement, right? Because everybody thinks you can only do this on a supplement. This is not a supplement.
Yeah, there's plenty of products you can do aside from supplements. Even like, I won't mention any, but if you're smart, you just search up things that are kind of certain products that people would need once a month that aren't subscriptions.
Yeah, just like for a couple examples, like just like collagen night masks, like they were crushing it right now. And like, it's just like a tube, it runs out. People obviously need it. It's not a supplement. Like makeup, you can do a lot of this stuff. So just to clarify, like a lot of people out there think you can only do this with supplements, which is definitely not the case. You can do this with, like, matter of fact, I'm not going to mention your product, but like, you would not think you could sell that on a subscription, and we still are doing it, which is crazy.
Yeah, because it's like You got to find a way to market your product. Even if you could do like a quarterly type of thing, that's better than nothing, you know? So you just say like, hey, you need to replace this every so often. And then people are like, oh. So I saw a brand, it was a vacuum cleaner brand, and they just say, oh, you need to replace the filters every 90 days. And then it's like $20 every 90 days. And that really makes a big difference, because that changes it from having to acquire them profitably to you can break even, and then it's like $20 a month and $20 every 3 months, and you're making that going forward for a long time.
Right. Yeah, like same idea for filter shower heads, right? Like you need to change the shower or filter, and it's just like, it's so easy to do. Just a disclaimer, don't scam people. Like if you're going to charge them every month, like make sure you send out the product. Like I see a lot.
Black is probably the dumbest thing you can do. That's how you're gonna get banned from everywhere, you know? I'm getting banned from Meta, Shopify, not banned, but like restricted. And I'm doing everything, you know, as white hat as can be, right? And if I was doing things even that's like a little bit fishy, I couldn't imagine like how much my ad accounts would be getting banned and stuff. And it's like the risk to reward ratio is just really not there, you know? So doing that is definitely not something you want to try.
Yeah, like I see a lot of stores where they won't mention it, and then at the checkout, very tiny, it's going to be like charge every 30 days, right? And then it's like, but you're still not getting anything, which that is like what makes drop shipping look so bad, because of scammers like that. So if you are going to do this, it's very, very important that you do it the proper way.
Yeah, you have to like show them a lot of times, because Shopify is going to be all over you if you do that. But even if you have just one tiny box at the end and you are shipping out the product, they're going to go crazy. Like for me, I have it in like probably 4 different places before the customer orders. They can see that a lot of times, you know, so they can see it plenty of times to where they have to know it's a subscription. Like nobody should ever subscribe without knowing it's a subscription.
Yeah, like you don't want to get that headache, because like I know you were also at one point, your funds were getting hold. It's just a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah.
Any final words that you would recommend somebody to do if they wanted to get successful in dropshipping?
I would just say test as many products as possible and test them fast too. You know, you see people, they take like a few weeks or a month per product test. That's never going to cut it. You know, you have to be, now when I'm testing products, I can test once a day, but that's because I have employees. You should be looking to do maybe once every 2 or 3 days, which is really reasonable with AI now, where you can make your own ads. You don't even have to rip them. You can make your own ads, and you can put those up on Facebook, TikTok, wherever it is. And yeah, just get them tested fast, because it's going to take you maybe 10, 15 products before you succeed. So yeah, probably test products as fast as possible is the number one advice.
So yeah. So overall with product tests, do you prefer products over like doing creatives, or how does that work in your end?
I think that, you know, this is really controversial, but I think it's better to just try and, you know, do everything that you need to do. But some people I see, they'll like, anytime they test a product, they'll test like 100 creatives or something. They'll do like a batch of 25 and then like a few more batches. And it's like, if your first batch doesn't work, yes, there's a chance that a next batch will work. But for me, I just say it's probably not worth my time, and I'm just going to move on. Because what I think is that if the first one works well, then the next batch is going to work even better. And like, that's just kind of my mindset towards it. So I'd rather test 20 products with just 1 batch of creatives than 5 products with 4 batches.
Yeah, and let's just remember, like, if you're a beginner, your first batch is going to be terrible. Well, let's be real here. They're just going to suck. So in your case, that is definitely the ideal way to go. For a brand new beginner, would you recommend testing more creatives or just like in general?
Yeah, probably that. It's because the thing is, like, you're a beginner, everything is gonna be terrible, you know, especially if you don't have a mentor. Like, if you have one, they'll be probably able to like guide you. But if you don't have anybody showing you, which, like, you know, you're not making me say this here, but I'm just being serious. You know, if you don't have anybody telling you like what's good and what's bad about your ads, you're just gonna kind of spend extra and have to make more ads to compensate for that. So
Right.
yes, or just probably test more as a beginner.
Yeah, like as a beginner, like let's be real, your ads are not going to be great. You just like, obviously, if you have a mentor, like hopefully he's telling you if they're terrible and not just telling you they're good. Fingers crossed there. But yeah,